Hello, this is Gio, and this is the second day of the 30-day English plan that we are trying to do it together. So, yesterday we studied some of the phrasal verbs that are common in English. We studied, for example, we studied the verb get across the means to communicate an idea clearly or just to try to clarify something. Um, we study also get along with, that is to have a good relationship. Um, it could be with coworker, with partner, with friendship, and so on. Um, we study also get over, that means to recover for something. Okay, it could be emotionally or physically. We also study the get by. That this is a phrasal verb that means to survive or manage something, usually with limited resources. For example, I don't earn much, but I get by. I get by. And the last one is the get into. Get into. This means to become interested or involved in something. Well, this is the five phrasal verbs that we studied yesterday. So today the plan is to study another kind of useful words in English. Today we're gonna study some linking word that could make easy the linking word for opinion. That this kind of linking word are like these are like expressions. So, for example, when you are trying to talk about something and you use this, make the conversation more fluent, more understandable. The first expression that we're gonna try to learn is frankly speaking. The This is used when you want to be honest or be direct. For example, the main example that ChatGPT gave me is, frankly speaking, I think the movie was overrated. So, for example, when you are trying to say something that is that you're or what you actually think about something, um, this is a very common expression that you can that you can that you can use. So, for example, frankly speaking, I mean, I believe that studying English is a good start to be a successful person. For example, the second one expression is all things considered. Means after evaluating everything, so you give next to this expression, you give your sentences or your opinion. What are you talking about? For example, all things considered, moving around was a great decision. So, for example, you evaluate all the auction or all the situation, and then you make a decision. So you can say, all things considered, moving around was a great decision. For example, if you decide to study English or study another language because you have your reason to do that, you can say, all things considered, studying this language could be a great decision or could be helpful for me. Well, in the next expression is in my view or in my opinion. I think that in my opinion is a very common expression instead of in my view. But we can use both if we want. So, for example, this means to express your perspective. For example, if you are trying to say something that is that is not an affirmation, for example, it's not something that is okay for everybody or is true for everybody, but it's your opinion, it's what you think about something. You can say, in my view, in my opinion. So, for example, in my view, we should invest more in education. For example, in my opinion, we should invest more in education. Or you can say the example that you are thinking. And for example, in my opinion, running at morning is a little bit hard because the weather is a little cold. And you can do this kind of expression where you try to speak it using this expression. To be more fluent, to be more natural, these are a good tools. The next one that we wanna the next one is to be honest. For example, to be honest, I wasn't very productive today. So, for example, if you wanna say something, is all these expressions are like your opinion. Doesn't have to be something that is true or something that um, uh, is true for everybody. I mean, but it's something that you are thinking or is in your perspective. So, for example, to be honest, I wasn't very productive today is something that you are talking about yourself. So, for example, to be honest, I don't really like the chocolate ice creams. Or, to be honest, I don't really like to work out uh, at night. So, for example, this means it's like to give you your opinion or what you think about something. The last one is I say that. I say that. I say that. This means casual or natural way to give your opinion. All those expressions means or are used to give an opinion. So, for example, I'd say that I'd say that English is easier than most people think. So could be a expression that you can hear. For example, I think that English can be easier, but for example, if you don't practice enough, you can get better in English. So, for example, right now I'm trying to get better and to improve my speaking in English. So all these are these expressions that we want to try to learn today. So for example, I'm gonna try right now to give my opinion about the next topic. So you can do this exercise too if you want in the comments. So, for example, social media. Talk about social media, studying English, living in a big city, and the importance of physical exercise. So you can talk about any of these topics, and you can use some of the expression that we already discussed. One example about this is, in my opinion, social media can be a powerful tool, but it depends on how you use it. Frankly speaking, I waste too much time scrolling. So this is an example. So about studying English, in my opinion, is a little bit hard because you need to be focused, and you have to give some time to see actual progress. And frankly speaking, sometimes it's very difficult to keep focusing on learning something. And to be honest, I really like to learn something. In this case, English. And I say that English could be helpful in everywhere. So this is our expression that we learned today. So I hope that you can learn too. And so make some comment using this linking word to give your opinion.